All right, it's a random financial literacy advice Tuesday. Number one, look at your credit card statement. All right, I just spoke to my massage therapist about this, and she was completely mind blown. Okay, let's say that you have a credit card and you pay the minimum payment of $150 a month, okay? If you open up your credit card statement, like the actual document for the statement, that's whatever 30-day period your normal statement is, it's going to give you a whole bunch of information, right? It's going to tell you your account number. It might even tell you how long the account's been open. It's going to tell you your total balance, which is how much you owe on the credit card, the amount of money that you've spent on that credit card that you now have to pay back. That's your total amount, right, that you owe, aka the loan, right? And it's also going to give you two pieces of information that are super important. Number one is the amount of time it'll take you to pay off the balance if you continue to pay your minimum payment. For example, if your minimum payment is $150, it'll say if you continue to make your minimum payment and your spending on this credit card stays the same, it will take you this amount of, it'll either say years or months to pay off your total balance. I believe it also even tells you the amount of interest that you'll pay in that amount of time, because it's a butt ton. Average credit card APR or percentage is like 30%. So it's a lot. The next thing it's going to tell you is that if you adjust your payment, typically it's like, unless your balance is super, super high, if your minimum payment is around $150, it's going to say if you change your monthly payment to $200 or $210, it will take you this long to pay off your credit card balance if your spending stays the same. Now, when I tell you, I really wish that I could pull it up right now and like insert a screenshot, because I have no problem sharing that information with y'all. One of my credit cards, for example, the balance is like $6,000. Okay, that's how much I owe. My minimum monthly payment for that credit card is, it keeps fluctuating because I've been using it. I'm not supposed to, but I'm done. Let's just say it's around $200. So if I continue to make that $200 payment and my spending stays the same, let's say it's going to tell me it'll take me 13 years to pay off the balance. If all I'm paying is the minimum payment and my spending stays the same. If I were to change my payment from $200 to $260, it'll tell me that I can pay off my credit card instead of in 13 years in like 3 or 5. So if you have the ability to do so, first of all, limit your credit card spending unless it's absolutely necessary. Because remember, that money's already spent. You got to take the time to start paying it back now. Now, if you're in a financial situation where right now you're using your credit card to pay for fuel to put in your car to get to work, or you're using it for groceries or necessities like that, then I understand, because I've been in that position too. But if you're in a position, even if it's just one credit card that you can do without spending, if you can find $50 or $60 more a month to pay on that credit card, that's all you can afford, $50 or $60 over the minimum payment, please do it. Please do it. You will end up paying so much less in interest. You'll pay the credit card off so much more quickly or so much sooner. And it'll just be one thing off your back financially, okay? Please share this video with someone who needs some information about credit cards, because credit card payments can feel like they don't make any sense sometimes. Sometimes they feel like you're not making a dent at all. So it's really important that you look at that credit card statement. The only other thing I want to share with y'all is whatever credit card you have with the highest interest rate, attack that one first. If you can, let's say, instead of making like the minimum plus 20 or the minimum plus 50 or 60 on every single one of your credit cards, let's say you have 3, I would put that like extra $150 or extra $100 or whatever on your highest, not your highest balance, but your highest interest rate credit card, because that balance is going to accumulate so much more quickly because the interest is so much higher. So you got to consider the fact that 30% interest on a $5,000 balance is exponentially more than 12% interest on a $5,000 balance. So if you have 2 credit cards and both of their balances are around $5,000, you got to start attacking and making payments on the credit card with the higher interest rate first, okay? This stuff is important, okay? So please share this. This is the only video that I'm actually encouraging y'all to share. I would really like for y'all to share this information because people don't talk about credit cards enough, and most of us have them. So let's, use them more wisely and all that jazz. All right.